it's Kamdorian. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a cleaning of my radiator grill on my Vulcan 650S. As you can see, that thing is pretty filthy. It's got dead bugs all over it, got residue, got crap, so we're gonna clean all that out. And then we're gonna install that beautiful grill cover. It's got Vulcan S on it, it's nice. So I thought I'd record this, my cleaning process. This is the first time I'm doing it, so I'm not even sure if I'm doing it right, but we will learn as we go, and we will go forward. So I got my supplies here. I got some dish soap and some water. I got a bottle of just water. I got 2 toothbrushes, soft bristles, so these are the softest bristles I could find. You want to use something soft because you definitely don't want to damage the fins in your radiator grill. That's gonna basically ruin them. So we're gonna see how this goes. I don't know if it's gonna be soft enough. Hopefully it is. We'll just do it gently and make sure we're not hurting anyone or anything. Alright, so first thing is I'm gonna spray it with some water. Try to get some of that bug goo wet and kind of loosened up. Alright, so now I'm gonna put my toothbrush in my soapy water here. Get it nice and sudsy. And I just use dish soap because it's mild. I'm not trying to use any crazy chemicals. Not even sure if this is really gonna work, but we're gonna see how it goes. Alright, so that's coming out nicely. Yeah, I'm just trying to be very gentle. I'm not trying to really put any pressure because I obviously don't want to, damage the fins. We got some bug guts there. And yeah, we're just going to do that a little bit. And hopefully it does something. I'm just trying to be very gentle. A huge bug is stuck in here. Now, it doesn't look like I'm bending any fins. I hope I'm not. It's hard to tell. Everything's kind of wet, but it is what it is. There's a lot of gunk in here. You can just see it and feel it. Dirty, dirty boy. Yeah, I got this bike. It wasn't washed before I bought it, and then I haven't washed it yet, so it's kind of dirty. The rims are pretty dirty. Yeah, there's just dirt all over it. But it's whatever. I'll give it a wash sometime soon when it gets a little warmer out. It's kind of chilly on and off here in Jersey. Alright, I think that's good. Let it sit for a couple minutes. And let the soap do its job. Just get in there and, work its magic on all them bugs and goo and crap from the road. I mean, it looks better already. It is still wet, but once I wash it down with water and let it dry. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes. I think I've waited long enough. I covered up my exhaust pipes with a red shirt from Rutgers. So I don't have to wipe it after this because it's going to get pretty wet. And now I'm just going to spray the grill, get all that soap out of there. Yeah, I mean, I do still see some crud in there. So, it's not perfect, but I think I'm just going to get it to somewhat of a cleaner stage than it was. Alright, so I'm going to take this towel and just kind of dab it to try to soak up some of that water. And the key is you really just don't want to put any real pressure. You don't want to scrape anything because you don't want to mess up these fins. You should clean your grill when it gets pretty bad because you don't want to block the fins with dead bugs. You just don't want it to be in bad shape because it's keeping your bike cool, which is very important, obviously. Alright, we're back. Had to run to the office to grab the dust destroyers, some air that you can use on your computer parts inside to get the dust out. I figure it's safe for circuit boards and the computer, so it's safe for my radiator grill. Alright, so first I'm going to blow from the back here, behind the grill, just to kind of see if I can blow some water, you know, out of it, away from. Yep, it is blowing it out, so that's good. I mean, you're not going to really get it all because there's a lot of stuff blocking it. There's the fan, so it's kind of getting some of it out the best you can. Go to the other side. Alright, now let's give it some blowing from the front here. Alright, I think that's good enough. So let's take a look. How does it look? Definitely looks a lot cleaner than what it was, for sure. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, I think it definitely looks a lot cleaner. Still kind of see some white residue if I look real close, but I think this is the best we're gonna get for the moment, and I think it's good enough. I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna let it dry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna pop these side panels off on both sides and get the grill cover installed. All right, so we are back. I think the radiator grill is dry. It's definitely cleaner. Well, it's not fully dry, but it's still a little wet, but I'm okay with it being as it is. So now I'm gonna remove this paneling here, and this requires a 7/64th, and sorry for the units, 7/64th hex key. So it's really tiny. And whatever I do on this side, you're gonna do on the other side, obviously. See, the grill only has, you know, attachment on the bottom of both sides. Yeah, so right here, and then on the other side right here. So I'm thinking when it goes in, it's gonna go in like that, and yeah, so you only need the bottom screw. Now it does have this lip right here, and it's kind of like, you know, coming out, so that will fold over this edge up here to kind of hold it in place there. So this also came with some foam with adhesive, so I'm gonna figure out where to stick that, because essentially I've heard that with these grills you get some vibration noises. It's not that tight, I guess, so this should help with that. Oh, Ice Cream Man is here. We're only gonna have to remove this bottom bolt on both sides. You don't have to touch the top bolt, so I think just this bottom bolt should be good. I think I might have to take this one out too up here to take this whole unit off. Looks like, yeah, so let's do that. Ice Cream Man is here. Get your ice cream, kids. Let's see what this one is. It's a 5/32nd hex key for the top. And I do have regular millimeter numbered hex keys, but they're loose, and I like just using this thing because it has a handle, so it's just easier. There is a washer on this top one, so make sure you don't lose that. I think this just comes off now, yeah. It's just held on. It seems like a plastic, like a soft plastic material. But yeah, it's just held on by this bottom screw here now. So this bottom one is, let's see. Yep, so the bottom one is a 3/16 hex. Wow, this Ice Cream Man is really just hanging out, giving me a soundtrack for my video, huh? Alright, so there is a little push pin hole here. So let's put this cover to the side. Alright, so we're gonna do the other side real quick and we'll be right back. Alright, so let's put this in now. Enough lollygagging. Let's get that in. It's sitting nicely. Alright, let me get my screw, let me get my plate. Just get that in there. That goes in. Guess we're gonna put the top one in first, so we know we're aligned. Yeah, so this is the hard part, getting this aligned. There we go. I think it's in. Not really sure. Yeah, is it in? Is it getting tight? It is getting tight. Let's tighten this up. Oh yeah, that is nice and tight. Yep. Nice and tight. Alright, so that is nice and tight now. Nice and secure. I'm not going to put the plates in yet, just want to make sure the other side goes in and is aligned. So we're going to install the other side and we'll be right back. Alright, so I got it installed, put all the bolts back in. I didn't put this cover back in yet, the other side is in. So here's what the issue is now. You hear that? It's kind of loose. So the reason it's loose is because there's no screw holding the top plate, right? The top of the plate. The screws are on the bottom on both sides here, like right around here. And obviously this isn't like super strong metal, right? So it does flex a little bit. So there's really nothing holding it to the top. And even the grooves that were on the top lip, because of the way it lines up on the other side, it's actually elevated a little bit. So these grooves are not even fully touching the lip of the radiator. So there's even a gap on top here. So what I'm going to do is take this little piece of the foam. I just cut a tiny little piece of it. It's hard to see it. You know, maybe it's like 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch. And I'm going to stick it right in this edge right here, because it looks like that might stop it from banging around, because it kind of closes that gap a little bit. Alright, so here is the final look. It is done. It looks beautiful. Nice clean look. No more of that dirt residue. Got the nice small Vulcan S on the bottom there. They sell other ones where the Vulcan S is kind of engraved in the whole thing going across, but I didn't want that. It was too much. It just didn't look that great in my opinion. It's just too in your face, you know, Vulcan S. This is nice and subtle and clean. It goes with a nice black look. So the foam piece, I ended up actually putting 2 pieces in here, and you can see that there's this part of the grill that doesn't have any holes, so the foam is just right behind that. And I put 2 pieces back to back, so it's a thicker piece of foam to kind of close that gap in between there. So you know, it's not metal hitting that piece anymore. It does still a little movement, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. Again, I'm going to ride it in a couple days. So we should see how it sounds, if it really does sound that bad or not. So that's it for this one. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, give it a nice thumbs up, and also subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.